So this is the little archaeological exhibit at BWI Airport. It's very small. It's between terminals D and E. It's in this little alcove, as it were, here, and it's just this one window area here, and they just point out the area has more than 100 archaeological sites. So the first ones were, of course, the American Indians, and it goes all the way back to the Paleo period. But the most interesting site is the Higgins site, and they actually do have some artifacts from the Higgins site here, and just backing up a bit, you can see, so the one on the very upper left is a large Bear Island Point quartzite, about 500 BC. The next one, the white quartz one, is Savannah River Point, about 1000 BC. Then the next one over, Bifurcate Side Notch Point, Rhyolite. It's a rhyolite, it's kind of the stone, and it's 6500 BC. So looks like that's the oldest one that they have here. And then they have the grinding stone in the upper right there, and they have about 1000 BC, and then they have the axe head. So that's about 1000 BC. That's really cool. They don't say what type rock it is, but and here they're excavating a hearth from what's called the Marcy Creek time. It's the early woodland period, around 1200 to 750 BC. So that site's over by the station, over by the railroad station at BWI. And so they say here about 10,000 BC when humans arrived. I would think maybe earlier. And then oysters started to be harvested around 1500 BC. Seems like they would have done that before that. Maybe they mean in a large way. I don't know. Pottery and bow and arrow were first manufactured about 1000 BC. And then the Algonquian speaking groups arrived in 200 BC. That would be like the Lenni Lenape. So they weren't always here. And then the corn, bean, squash, tobacco became important in the late woodland time. That's so around 1200 AD. And then in 1608, Captain John Smith explored and mapped the whole area. Then they have a few colonial items and European things. They found an iron forge. They found a site up by the rental car facility called the Basil Smith site. And so the first Europeans settled around 1649. Anne Arundel County was created 1650. Elk Ridge Landing was settled. There was Curtis Creek Furnace, Maryland. Got its first constitution 1776. So, you know, just some pottery and a clay pipe. And a lot of people like clay pipes. And then it just talks about the 19th century, where mostly Anne Arundel County was a big agricultural area, providing a lot of crops and food for especially Baltimore. And there's some pretty cool different things here, but there were seasonal pickers and they would get paid with these tokens. So that's neat. And then these are some of the products. Well, that was very interesting. It's kind of small. It'd be cool if it were bigger. And then this little mention about this guy, honorable mention to this Oscar Skip Booth. He did a lot, especially for local archaeology. And so they put that there to remember him by. So it's cool. Not many people seem to be stopping by, but you never know. And it doesn't hurt to put information out there. So, okay.